In this video, we are going to look at volume rotated 360 degrees about the y-axis. You will find this on page 346 in the Namibian AS-Level Mathematics textbook, y equals mx plus c to success. Volume rotated 360 about the y-axis. If a curve is rotated about the y-axis, the general rule is, so it's now not the x-axis but the y-axis. Okay, so the volume V obtained when the function this is rotated 360 about the y-axis between the boundaries y equals a and y equals b is given by the formula this. So it's exactly the same pi and I square, but I must just remember to make y x the subject of the formula. Okay, in the previous was y the subject, now x is the subject. So find the volume obtained when the shaded region enclosed by this is rotated 360 about the y-axis. Okay, so I'm just going to make x the subject of the formula. But because it must be square, I just leave that. It's almost like, okay, if you want to really do the long way, you can say, okay, x and then you can take the square root, but as soon as you square it again, you will be ending up with, come on, okay, basically. So this is how, so I just leave it, there is already squared, and this is, I just substitute it, I integrate, I substitute, and I'm getting my value is going at, multiply the pi in, and I get pi over 2 units to the power of 3. So the only difference is you make x the subject of the formula. Okay. I want this one is more or less exactly the same. So I want you to stop the video. I just want to move it up. And I want you to do number 2. You can continue the video as soon as you are finished. Okay. The diagram shows part of the curve. Now let's just write down that curve. Crossing the x-axis at point A, there is A. Point B, 6 and 1, lies on the curve. Okay, there's 6 and 1. The shaded region is bounded by the curve, the y-axis, and the lines y equals 1. Find the exact volume obtained when the shaded region is rotated 360 about the y-axis. Okay, now let's first just get that point A. Otherwise, I don't know the boundaries. So if I want to find point A, I'm just going to do it like this. Okay. Just get the color. Okay. To find the y intercept of the curve. I'm just going to, if I want to find the y, then I make x 0. You can say, I'm just going to move it a little bit, because then I can say, okay, so it's going to be, so if I'm taking it over, if I multiply, okay, oh, sorry. So y equals, and it's going to be plus minus. But if you look at this case, then this one is going to be, it's above, so y is bigger than 0, therefore y is equal to 2. So that value there will be 2. Okay, so if I'm now going to get the volume, now if you look at this, x is already the subject of the formula. Did you see that? Okay, so it's actually easy one. So now I'm just going to say the volume equals pi. It's now between 2 and 1. And it's just going to be 8 over y squared minus 2 squared and then dy, because I'm integrating to y. Now, the best will be in this one to multiply out that bracket. I'm going to do it here on the side. Sometimes if you have to, it's good to do something on the side. And I think the easiest way, it doesn't matter. You can do any of the ways. But I'm doing the long way now. But you can do the short way. So if I multiply 8 times 8, it's 64. This is 8 to the power of 4. Okay. If I multiply this is going to be negative 16y squared. Negative 16y squared. This is going to be 4. So this is going to, if I write here, I'm going to write 64 over y to the power of 4 minus 32, if I add that like terms, plus 4. Okay, and now I'm just going to go on. I'm going to integrate. Keep the pi. Okay. Oh, I first should have just taken it out. I think if I'm doing it here for you, just that you just keep in mind that this is going to be 64 y negative 4 minus 32 y negative 2 plus 4. Just keep this in mind. Okay. So then I don't have to rewrite. So it's going to be 60, let's just get the pen correct. 64 y, if I add 1, negative 3, divide negative 3, minus 32 y, if I add 1, negative 1, negative 1, plus 4y. And it's going to be to 2 and 1. And if I move up, okay. So if I'm going to now simplify, I think I can just simplify it like this. So I can say 64, put the negative there, and the y is coming down again, and I substitute 2. And it's to the power of 3. Okay. This negative and negative, positive, 32. And remember the y is coming down. Could have first wrote it down. But if I substitute now, usually I write so many steps. Now I'm lazy to write that one step. Okay, but if I substitute it now, then it's going to be, if the y is coming down, again. Okay, seems to me okay. It's good that I just show you. Yeah, this is going to be negative 64 over 3y3 plus 32 over y squared plus 4y. Okay, is it y squared? No, not y squared. I'm looking here and I'm not looking here. This control, yes, that's correct. This is just y, 32 over y. Okay. So if I'm substituting there, then this is the y now. So I substituted 2 plus 4, and in the place of y, 2 minus negative 64 over 3, and in the place of y, 1 to the power 3 plus 32, 1 plus 4, 1, close the bracket, close the bracket. Okay, now I'm just going to simplify. So if I simplify this, it's going to be 64 it's 8 over 3, negative 8 over 3. This is going to be 16. Oh, come on. Okay, and this one is going to be 21. But let's just leave this. So this is going to give me, it's a negative, so negative 21 and a third. This is going to be 32. This is going to be 4, close, close. Okay, keep pi, keep pi. Let's just get 1, so it's this is going to be 21 and a third. Okay. This one, let's just see. This is minus 14 and 2/3. Okay. So 21 ABC 1 ABC 3 minus 14 ABC 2 ABC 3. And that will give me a final answer of 6 and 2/3 pi, don't forget pi, and units to the power of 3. And that's the final answer.